Okay, so much about the macro and the micro of the market. All right, for the next half an hour, I will be presenting to you your investment objective. Okay, I have investment objective. These are the investment objective of most investors. Number one, capital gain. Number two, rental yield. And number three, wealth retention. All right. Hey, so what is your investment objective? Well, if your investment objective is capital gain, can I see you raise your hand? Ah, you guys love capital gain. Huh? So many of you raise your hand. Okay. Welcome to the gang. I also love capital gain. For sure, capital gain is my investment objectives. How about rental yield? All right. Well, if you love rental yields, can you just type in rental yield? Not as many as capital gain. Huh? Well, what about wealth retention? Any one of you have that objective of keeping your wealth and park it in real estate? And that's why you have this wealth retention objectives. Usually it's the very rich guy out there. So if you put wealth retention, congratulations, that means you have arrived. You have a lot of cash. You just want to park it somewhere, like property, and possibly even put in CPF. So that's called retaining your wealth. All right, one more kind of investor. You are all of the above. Raise your hand, please. If you are all of the above, please raise your hand. You love capital gain, you love rental yield, you love wealth retention. Is that you? Excellent. You guys are the savvy investor. You want everything. You are the kiasu Singaporean investor. I love you guys, man. Because I'm one of them too. So what is the justifications of each of the objective? It's something that I would like to present to you. All right, I'm very passionate to present to you about capital gain. All right, if you see a rock there, it's just a rock because your vision is only the surface. But if you are able to use a knife or a laser to cut through the rock, and you will be able to discover that there is actually a diamond in the rock. So that is the justification for capital gain, is that the current price does not reflect its true values. So ladies and gentlemen, if this happened, congratulations, you bought a rock with a diamond in it. Price gain when everyone realized that there is a diamond beneath the rock. It only happens if you have the knowledge and the insights that is not a rock, that is a diamond. All right? And when everybody knows that it is a diamond, then of course it becomes expensive. So capital gain will be capped. But if nobody knows that this diamond is actually hidden in that rock, and the person who actually bought the rock, it's someone that will gain, and that is the justifications for capital gain. So the first justification that I would like to share with you, if you want capital gain, go for something that is limited supply. Make no mistakes, this is the golden rules. Limited supply. The late real estate tycoon, Mr. Ng Teng Fong. All right, if you know who is he, he's the founder of Far East Organization. You know, he says, you open the map, if you can't see that place because it's too small, but only the name, then that place to invest in, like Singapore and Hong Kong, are the best examples. So we all know that investing in Singapore is very safe, all right, because it's limited supply land. Lands are scarce, all right, but within the whole Singapore supply and demand, all right, I would also want to share with you that fundamental economics is that if supply is low, price is expected to rise. And if supply is a lot, price will not be as attractive. And let's take a look at some case study that I've done for you. It's the average transaction volume by tenure from 2013 to 2020. All right, so 2013 was chosen because I want to take a look at, after all the stringent cooling measure that the government had introduced, how many leasehold property was transacted and how many freehold property was transacted during that. Because to me, limited supply is something like freehold, all right, as compared to leasehold. It seems to me that the transaction volume for freehold is 2.3 times lesser, all right, than the 999 leasehold property. Okay, so what this means is the limited supply of property in Singapore is, in terms of tenure, is actually freehold. All right, and freehold units are very scarce in Singapore. All right, actually, if you want freehold property, you see more freehold property in the core central region, which is like Orchard Road, all right, Tanglin, okay, Draycott, okay, anything that is in that rich man estates, rich man location. So those are all the freehold property. And of course, because of its scarcity, all right, the government also will not launch government land sales that is freehold. So you want to pick up some new freehold property, you got to wait for someone to sell you that freehold property that they have. All right, so in this case, the supply of freehold property can only come from en bloc sales. And the last en bloc sales boom, it's actually 2017 to 2019. And these are the number of units that is presented to the market, all right, from en bloc sales. All right, 8,006 units that is presented from all the en bloc sales during the last 3 years in 2017 to 2019, represent 20% of the whole market volumes. All right, this is only 20%. So it's 1:5. So if there is a new supply of one freehold property, there's 5 supply of leasehold property. So is freehold property a better wealth accumulator than 99 leasehold in a long-term horizon? Okay. Bear in mind, real estate investment is not a flipping investment. It is a long-term investment. So I want to look at some case study for longer term to arrive at the answers for that question. So analysis of freehold and 999 leasehold condos along Toh Tak Road, which is where this evening the projects that we are talking about, Forett, is at Toh Tak Road. All right, so the development that's near to Forett is like Signature Park. It's a freehold property. And High Oak Condominium is a 999 leasehold property. Okay, I use IERA market trend, and I'm able to analyze and present to you that since January year 2000 to January 2020, High Oak growth have experienced 63%. Signature Park Freehold has experienced almost 80%. Okay, but if you take a look at the launch, at the price 20 years ago, all right? So 20 years ago, we got this kind of price. So if this kind of price is like how many percent disparity? Well, it is something like 10% disparity. Okay. However, I take a look at the recent transactions. That is 20 years later. The disparity is 30%. The disparity between the freehold and the leasehold property has actually shot up by another 20% to make up the 30%. All right, because the current transaction prices for Signature Park, all right, 99 leasehold resale property is going at about 1,004 PSF. okay, and the High Oak is about $1,000 PS. So having said that, all right, looks like the longer the freehold property, the more value it is. Okay. Now I look at another properties that's next to each other. That's along Upper Bukit Timah Road. Analysis of 999 leasehold and 999 leasehold to also try to prove a point that 999, how about 999 compared to freehold? All right, for 999 and freehold like South Haven 1 and South Haven 2, okay, I do an analysis here. All right, it started off in May 2000. Okay, the kind of price difference is like 15%. Okay, one is 999 and one is 999. But right now, both has also growth in that property price. Okay, because over the years, EPI have went up, so both have actually grown. But right now, if you come to look at it, all right, 20 years ago, the disparity is about 17%. Right now, the disparity is about 30%. So it is about, well, it is less than 2 times. So freehold versus 99 years, 999 years, freehold is still the best in terms of wealth retention over a longer time horizon. So besides being a wealth accumulator, it is a great investment vehicle for wealth retention. So ladies and gentlemen, the 3 investment objectives that I just said. Number 1, capital gain. Number 2, rental yield. Number 3, it's wealth retention. So freehold property is a great investment vehicle for those who love wealth retention. Forett at Bukit Timah is a freehold property. It's a great investment vehicle for wealth retention. All right, so if I want to present to you a project, I have to be very clear about that locations. If I'm investing in that locations, I have to do a location analysis. All right. With these insights, I will minimize my mistakes and maximize positive results. Okay, so for every kind of properties that you would like to invest in, all right, try to find out what is that region and try to find out what is that district and make a comparison. If the district performance is better than the region, okay, that means that is good. All right, that region comprises of a basket of districts. So if that region's average is 11.78% and that district 21 is 16%, that means the district 21 is the right district. And if I take the RCR district in the west, all right, it actually comprises of district 5, district 23, and district 21. And also seems like over the years after the government introduced stringent cooling measure from 2013, all right, the prices of district 21 has experienced the highest growth. All right, district 21 have experienced the highest growth. Okay, next is I also want to study about district 21 most profitable unit size. And if you are in that dilemma of whether to choose a small unit or bigger units, then you can rely on past historical performance of district 21's unit size. All right, you can check with our ERA salesperson. You can access to iERA market trend. Otherwise, you just follow me with these presentations. All right, in the last 7 years since 2013, all right, the unit size that have experienced the highest growth is actually more than 2,000 square feet. So actually, the bigger unit you buy in, District 21, the potential of growth is even highest. All right, for all the upcoming projects that is located, all right, in all these districts, 9, 10, 13, 14, and 21, all has positive gain. Okay, the additional bonus is that the District 21 have experienced the highest price growth, all right, over the rest of the district. Okay, from 2013 to 20200 July. So what this means, I did a location analysis for District 21. This is one of the best new launch district that you can anchor. Next, that I want to share with you about justification of capital gain. All right, it's about price disparity. So what is price disparity? It means you can buy a limited supply product at a wholesale price. Then isn't that great? So what I'm saying is that buy freehold at leasehold price. So the current new homes average selling price, okay, that is in the market right now. So right now, if you are shopping for new homes, these are the new homes that is in this vicinity. All right, District 5, 23, 21, and District 10. All right, I highlighted in red are the properties that is currently in the market, new development in the market on sales. In District 21 are all leasehold. And these are their average selling price. When I say average selling price, means it is from the launch day to July 2020. These are the most updated average selling price. All right. And if I take the current average selling price across the board of all these launches, the overall average PSF is about 1,009. All right, from freehold to leasehold property that is in the market right now. All right, as in July 2020. And if I do a comparable of projects, all right, in that vicinity of Forett at Bukit Timah, the average price from launch, actually you can see there are about 1,006 and 1,007 and 1,009. And this is why I derive, okay? Over the past 1 year, the 999 leasehold properties that is in District 21 is 1,761 PSF. All right, you get one from RCR, which represent the island-wide RCR, the basket of different districts. It's 1,008, 1,854, 99-year leasehold. And if you are looking at RCR freehold property, all right, in the last 1 year, average price is about 2,002. And there has been no new freehold property in District 21. Don't have. Okay, over the last years, don't have. Last 3 years. So isn't it a good deal currently, if it's presented to you, to own a freehold development that is almost at leasehold price? Now, seriously, I do not know how much Qingjian is launching for Forett at Bukit Timah. But hearsay is about 18XX. So if it's 18XX, all right, what can you buy in today's market? 999 leasehold property in RCR. So isn't that a steal? If you can get freehold at 18XX, which is similar to a 99 leasehold property in RCR. Next, justification for capital gain price disparity is to buy near cost. Would you like to buy and let the seller make a lot of profit? Or would you like to buy when the seller actually don't make a lot of profit from you? All right, that's why you go for great Singapore sales, all right, because there's a lot of discount given and the margin is not as much. So property launches also have its attraction if the developer is not making a lot of profit from you. All right, so how developer do their sums is that developer look at the land cost. First of all, the developer has to look at its own costing. All right, that's the land cost. That is from that government land sales purchase or from that en bloc sales purchase. So many a time you read newspaper, you will be able to see that the analyst will tell you the land cost is like how much per square foot per plot ratio. So if you take the land cost, you plus in a construction cost. All right, developer need to build that development, right? So that is construction cost. And developer need to pay a lot of other costs. All right, a lot of costs that goes to the authorities, all right, for approval of plans, for general admins, for interest costs that is from the financing of the development. So all this will multiply with a profit margin that will give you that selling price. Okay, so this is the selling price. And this is the first support level. So if you don't want the, if you find a developer that can sell at this price, okay, wow, then it's a steal. They are selling at break-even price. Okay, seldom we hear this, developers selling at break-even price. So is there a way for us as investor to go and do some calculation? And is there a website or is there a place for us to find out where is all the break-even prices of developer? No, there isn't. Okay, let me tell you this. The break-even price is not so easy. Every development is different. And developer will not tell you what is the break-even price. Of course, the hidden cost that is inside whatever calculations that any analyst can tell you may not be accurate, all right? Because they don't know what is the hidden cost. And it's usually more expensive than you think. And I'm also fortunate enough, okay, from my real estate investment experience, I have also go into landed houses development. And I tell you, the landed houses development is just like development of new condos. The costs have increased by so much. All right, sometimes on paper we calculate this is the cost, but on actual ground, it is not this cost. And particularly now with COVID-19 situation, where the authorities need more measures, need more, submission. So all these are costs. So every submissions to the authority have to pay money. So the cost is rising, okay? But then there is a website that is called the Square Foot Research. All right, you are an investor, you probably have saw this website. You go into Square Foot Research, all right, HPROP. From there, you will be able to look at the trend and analysis, and then you look for the GLS. It will comprise all the whole list of land sales. Okay, so over there, I took up Sterling Residences, all right, which is from the government land sales. I also took up Avenue South Residences, which is also from GLS. And I took out Daintree, all right, which is also from GLS. And over there, the calculations show a break-even prices. All right, so this is what I do as to present to you the average estimated break-even prices. And I also contacted ERA New Home Department to try to check what is the launch day TSF. That means the first day of launch, TSF. So there is the minimum PSF, there is the maximum PSF, and there is also the average PSF. So for these three projects that is launched in July 2018, 28 July 2018, and also September 2019, I find that there are minimum margins that is like very low. Okay, it can be even negative, no. Look at Sterling, it's even negative during day one. But the average margin is this. So if you are buying new home development, okay, don't miss out the first day launch price, which is like this. Okay, so if you are buying, you are going through that balloting, just go ahead with that balloting, wait for your turns and go and select the unit with the minimum PSF because you are buying near cost of the developer. This is the strategy used by a lot of savvy property investors that I'm sharing with you. So good luck. Collective sales, all right? Developer has bought it at 610 millions, all right? With the Square Foot Research, it says that the break-even price is 1636. Okay, once again, I want to emphasize this may not be accurate. This is from Square Foot and it's not from me. All right? On average, if this is the price, if this is really the price, then at the average margin, all right, which is here. What is the average margin? The average margin is talking about this, all right, 10 to 20%. That is the average margin of day one launch price. So average margin, if it's 10 to 20%, it should be within this range. $1,008 to almost $2,000 PSF for this project. So if you are buying something that is 1,008, all right, you are okay. You never buy overpriced. You actually buy a good price. Okay, let me show you more to explain to you. Okay, current freehold launches plus price comparison using that square footage prop. Okay, I'm going to show you that all the launches is $2,000 up. Okay, these are freehold launches. Okay, all $2,000 up. Okay, of course, this is in District 12, District 11, okay, District 15, District 2, and so on, and District 10. Okay, so it's 2,000, 1,999 is 2,000 all the way to 2,007 and 3,002 also. Okay, next, the upcoming freehold launches. So will you buy something like in the future you got cheaper launch around? Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at all the freehold properties, all right, that is up and coming. Okay, these are all the freehold properties that are up and coming and 999. Okay, these are all the district. And of course, in District 21, we are looking at here. All right, here. So there you are. So not much of District 21. And we look at the price launch also. Okay, Forett at Bukit Timah is they're about 1.8 plus the launch price. Okay, key residences is not actually at current location here at Totat. All right, it's something further up. So the price is possibly lower. Okay, but the rest of it, if you come to take a look at it, all right, the average upcoming freehold launches will not be priced less than $2,000 PSF. Okay, so what this means, it will be a steal if you can buy at 1.8 XX because you're buying near cost. Okay, next, justifications for capital gain for price disparity is to buy at discount price. Hey, who want to buy things at discount price? Can I see your hand, please? Then later sell very high. Sell it high later, buy it low now. All right, clever. You guys know what is first mover advantage. Okay, so I just share with you the pricing strategy of new development by developer. Okay, so they need to have the land cost, the construction cost, then come to a break even, then put in a margin, that is the selling price, which is the level 1 resistant. All right, if they want to give discount to you, then they make lower profit, but usually no discount. Okay, so let's take a look at past projects that is standard. All right, for example, this in District 3, which is somewhere in Tiong Bahru, is a Highland Residences. All right, these are the 2 units that is bought at new sales. New sales, that means they bought at launch, is at PSF 1,006 and 1,009. All right, and then sell in the resale market. Okay, so the profit that is made by the bigger units and the profit that is made by the smaller units. So the strategy is buy new and then sell at after TOP. Okay, so I want to present to you how about those projects that is currently in the market and still selling. So is there a pricing strategy that usually developer practice? Okay, that's where you can exercise first mover advantage. All right, is that, for example, Jadescape from the beginning of the sales till now, it is in the uptrend. Okay, so October 2018, the sales price is 1.6 plus, and July 2000 is like 1.7 plus. So there is average growth about 3.45%, which means if you have bought something here, okay, right now you are sitting on a paper profit of about 3% plus. Okay, what does that mean? That means it's as good as you don't have to pay for your stamp duty because you buy it early. Okay, so there's another one like the Trevor. Okay, so the Trevor is September 2018. All right, it's about 1,005 plus. This one is slightly higher. So July is 1,006 plus. So now compare PSF is about 5%. So if you are someone that at the day 1 of the launch, you purchase a unit here, now you're sitting on a profit of about 5%. So your legal fee, your interest rate, plus your stamp fee is like free because you buy it early. Okay, show you another one. All right, this is like Sterling Residences. This in District 3. Okay, it's also in November 2018. July 2020. Compare the PSF. This is 14%, man. All right, so this first mover advantage is really advantage. All right, so the 14% cover all your stamp duty plus interest rate plus legal fee plus put more money into your pocket. Exciting, right? Then what is how come this project got this kind of interest? Okay, let me explain to you that the surge in price may be due to the influx of millionaire HDB MOP flats that's near Sterling residences. I give a seminar talk during then for Sterling residences. I tell all the investors and all the audience then during then is that you watch out for Sterling residences. The capital gain justifications is that there is a lot of MOP HDB flats in this location. More than 1,007 potential buyers for this project. Tell me any reasons why the property launch price will not increase, even if it is not fully sold then. All right. So the same question that I would like to pose for Totak, this location. Will there be strong demand from potential millionaire HDB MOP flats owner from the West? Okay, I think there is. Let me share with you. There are 4,000 potential millionaire HDB flats owner, all right, in 2020 this year. Toei Drive alone, there is 132. I average it to 100. Okay, Bukit Panjang, there's another 800. May not be millionaire. Okay, maybe below millionaire, but still a lot of profit make from HDB, BTO flats. Okay, and Clementi, 900. Jurong East, 500. And the spillover from Dawson's, 1,007. So there's a lot of MOP flats owner that will be coming to look for freehold properties like the Forett. So this may drive up the price in Forett. And next year, there's another 3,000 potential millionaire MOP flats owner, okay, coming from Clementi, Choa Chu Kang, Bukit Merah, and Bukit Batok. So there is a chance the Dawson effect for Sterling residences will come this way to Forett at Bukit Timah. Next justifications for capital gain for price disparity is buy into big development. I know there are launches that is smaller development and maybe even more superior location. All right, but let's take a look at this price disparity that I want to share with you. Developments that is big will be cheaper in maintenance, will be better living environment and lifestyle, and more stability in pricing. All right, give you some example. For example, Signature Park versus the Terrain at Bukit Timah. All right, the number of units at Signature Park is like almost 1,000. Okay, a lot. But if you look at Terrains at Bukit Timah is 172. Their distance is like very close to each other. Okay, but if you talk about the Signature Park, all right, the price performance actually outperformed the Terrain. Okay, from for the last 10 years. Okay, so Signature Park has gone up by about 43%, and Terrain has gone up by only about 25%. Also grow. Okay, well, I compare another Signature Park with High Oak. All right, so early on I compared Freehold and 99 years. All right, so same thing, more units outperform lesser unit. All right, 55 versus 47%. Okay, and last one, Maple Woods versus King Albert Lodge, or one King Albert. So what is the count of, this is 600 plus unit, Maple Woods. Okay, King Albert Lodge is 101 unit. So the outperforms is 40% versus 27%. So development with more units actually outperform more. You know, what is this reasons? Most of the, we can take a look this way. If there's lesser transactions in that development because it is a smaller development, any joker that sell at lower price will affect the whole CMA of that development, which is affect the whole comparative market analysis of that development. So, but then for bigger development, you have more transactions. So you have more transactions, it will average out that any joker that sell at fire sales will not affect the whole development price. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. If you are if you are persons that don't like volatility, then go for bigger development. All right, next justification for capital gain is good and sustainable rental. So earlier on, I asked you 3 investment objectives: capital gain, rental yield, and wealth retention. Let's talk about rental yield. Okay, so in the Bukit Timah area along the Totak area, all right, and Upper Bukit Timah, in District 21. These are the projects, and currently we are looking at the average rent ESF per month is here. All right. You can actually look into a rental yield, gross rental yield about 2.4 to even close to 5%. All right, what this means is if you are buying into Forett at Bukit Timah for investment, then you are in a safe location. All right, and because there's justifications for rental yield. You know, earlier on I talked about the valuers, how they value property is the method of valuation looks into the rentability of that property too. So if rental is high and sustainable, then your valuations will increase. Okay, last justifications for capital gain. All right, before I end today's session, it's about transformation. All right, be it investing in Singapore and in any other countries, always ask about whether there is any form of changes in demographics and infrastructure. So tonight, I'm going to talk about transformation in terms of major infrastructure change. So how do we know whether there is a transformation? The easiest way for an investor to analyze the locations is to look at master plan. So you go and Google master plan and then you key in that location, all right, Bukit Timah. You'll be able to look at master plan and you can even filter it on which year. So in this case, like 2014 and 2019, I've cut it out for you that there is indeed some change here. You see, there's some change from 2014 master plan to 2015 master plan. Yeah, by the way, what is master plan? Master plan is the plan that is created by URA, all right, that is to build and to develop the locations for the next 10 to 15 years. So the result will come in is like 10 to 15 years, and master plan change every 5 years. So the last change is in 2019. Okay, so you see that 5 year there are some changes. So there are more blue color. So what is this blue color? This is the commercial property with residential. All right, and it also show you all the future developments. All right, there are future developments here. Okay, here, which means this plot of land will be for government land sales, all right, soon. And these are the future integrated transport hub that's coming this way, all right. So Forett is here. So this project, Forett at Bukit Timah, is very near to all these big infrastructure change that is coming your way in Beauty World, all right, in Bukit Timah planning area. This is what is going to happen. It's called transformation. So it's the justification for capital gain. Okay, so these are the things that is coming up. All right, future integrated transport hub. All right, what's so big deal about integrated transport hub? Okay, go and read all these news. You'll find that in transport hub, it will bring forth a lot of convenience, all right, and a lot of catchment, more people that will be coming here. And the land price that is presented in coming Jalan Anak Bukit site, okay, could be 1250 PSF per plot ratio, which means in the future that 99-year plot development may exceed $2,000 PSF. Okay, so there will be an integrated development, all right, there are commercial residential developments that are integrated by both MRT and bus interchange. So in Singapore itself, the integrated transport hub, all right, is only like this. Okay, so Beauty World is one of them. And if you look at the whole MRT map, the one that is stars are the one that is integrated transport hub. So there's quite a number, only about 10, 11 of them. Okay, so integrated transport hub have property that is near it, right? So it's like Campus Heights, okay, Centuries, North Park Residence, Bedok Residences, Ceylon Residence, Sengkang Grand Residences, and Woodleigh Residences. All right, these are all the integrated development, all right, with MRT station and bus interchange. Okay, but there's another group of properties that is like mixed development, with MRT only. Okay, so quite different. Huh? I'm talking about this. Okay, integrated with bus interchange and MRT. Okay, so the advantage of integrated transport hub is improved transportation and also boost the commuting convenience, increase vibrancy, and potentially boost the property prices. That's most important, isn't it? Next, the green rail corridor will also bring excitement to cyclists, all right, joggers, pedestrians on a continuous path between Jurong Lake Garden and Botanic Gardens, and also Garden by the Bay. So it's actually in the master plan, you see a strip of green color track. That is the up and coming green corridor. Improve connectivities and bring people closer to the city center. Okay, so I give you an example. Development that is near integrated transport hub enjoy super capital gain. Okay, even for resale old development. All right, so in Bukit Panjang integrated transport hub, for example, it was completed in 2017. And there is a project called May Spring Condo, which is like 13 minutes walk. How many minutes walk? 13 minutes walk from that development. It's not next to it. It's 13 minutes walk. So I asked the research team to do analysis on this. All right. And we use the IERA market trend. All right. So during then and now, what happened? Okay. So the integrated transport actually completed in 2017. So 2017. And then right now, March 2020. So over a period of 3 years after the integrated transport up is up 20% already. Okay, why? Because it's more convenience now, and there are possibly more tenants that is willing to rent a space in May Spring Condo. So it makes sense, right? Anyway, you need 13 minutes walk away. All right. What if the walking distance is shortened? It's not 13 minutes. All right. It's only like 8 minutes. 8 minutes walk. All right, because the Forett that we are talking about is only 8 minutes walk from the future integrated transport hub. Will there be a high chance and justifications for huge capital gain? All right. Let me conclude tonight's sessions by borrowing a phrase from Patek Philippe. All right, the luxury watch. You never actually own a Patek Philippe. You merely look after it for next generations. Well, I have my own power face. The goal isn't to live forever. The goal is to create something that will. And Qin Jian have done that. Qin Jian have created something for investor. That is the condominiums that will last forever. So ladies and gentlemen, let me wish you good luck turning your investment into living legacy with Forett. Thank you very much for your time and your attention.